Alright, so I'm a Honda Pioneer 1000 rider. I got the 5-seater, and this is my setup for hauling. Got my Chevy Z71 1500, no big deal pickup. And I got my 22-foot all aluminum Neo, I believe it's the All Sport trailer. It's 7.5 wide. And I'm gonna kind of go through some of the things here. I got some back vents. Got these nice wheels. Got wheel bearings, and it's got this side door with a 2-lock system on it. And I got the loading lights. This comes with the front door, so you can light up like a kind of like a porch light. Here's the tongue. It's got a pretty standard jack on it. You can drop the pin. Wiring hookup. Everything's pretty basic for a trailer. It's got the brake system on it, so trailer gets away from you, brakes lock up. And on this one I have the front ramp, and I put down myself. I went to Home Depot and got the coin floor. I put that down in the trailer with some adhesive. The front ramp only has one cable for lifting up the gate, and it's actually pretty light. You don't really need two. It's got this guard aluminum for when you're driving up. The walls are pretty tall on the inside, and then it's finished aluminum. I got a cabinet. I think they run about $300. There's the door, and this is a piece of wood up here that goes over the front of the door so you don't scratch it up. I got my Pioneer in here and my Raptor 700. They both fit pretty good. If you're wondering what this thing is, this is the backup battery for the brakes. And for tying down, I actually installed some big D-ring hooks. Let's see if I can get in here and see them. Big D-ring hooks right there. Right there. And then the way I did it for the Pioneer is I put them so you could strap the tires down, kind of like that tire strapped right over the tire instead of suspension tie down. And I got them going all the way back. And with the 7.5 wide, I got it parked to one side. Not much room on this side. And then on this side, there's about a foot of room. It's pretty decent. I can actually open the door on the Pioneer and get by and get in and unload it. And I do have a gas door, but the only problem with the gas door is it's on the wrong side of the machine, so it's basically really not practical for my setup, but I didn't care either way. I do have the LED lighting on the inside. There's some switches over here by the door, and there's the switch over here. I don't know if you see what this on. It's right here. And for the loading lights, there's one on this little ramp above the door right there. They're very little, but they're actually really bright. It's got a scoop right there for the air. And I do have the top vent, which is just cranking. No AC unit on top, just the vent though, in case I want to throw my air mattress in here and camp. And they say 22 foot long from the tongue of the trailer, which is up here, all the way to the back of the door. What you really get is about a 15 or 18 foot square. Then you got this 2 foot, or I think it's 3 foot V-nose, which is actually quite a bit of room. And this is the gas door I was talking about. I did get the 2-color scheme in the siding. It's all aluminum. There's actually no screws or anything making it look ugly. It just seams. Double axle. They do, if you go on the website, they do have specs on the torsion axles, or don't quote me on that. I don't know exactly the axles, but they does pull like a dream. It actually rides better than my truck. for when I have the trailer parked in my driveway and I'm working on it, or I'm pulling buggies in and out. There's these jack stands, which all you got to do is pull this pin, drops down, and it supports it when it's not hooked up to a vehicle. The only problem with these is if you leave them down while it's empty and then you load a machine, the weight goes down and then you can't get them back up. So you need to take them up, hook it on the truck, load your buggy, and only use it for when you don't have it attached to a vehicle. Here's the rear ramp. I don't know how well it's going to be with the sun here. It does have one cable, two cables, and the coin floor I put down again. Here's my D-rings. I got one here, one up there. This is the same setup but tied down. Goes over the tire. And with the Pioneer, everyone's been asking what trailers, what sizes actually work, because they're one of the tallest side-by-sides out there. And with this one, I do have the extra 6 inches. It's a 6-inch round top right there. You see how it's rounded? It's kind of bright over there with the sun. There is a loading light right here, LED one. But for the Pioneer, the extra 6 inches, here's the top. I'll put my hand in here. You got about that much room. So I think it's like 3 inches, and I don't have a hard top on yet, and that's kind of a worry of mine. But I'll probably do a review on that later. But it does have this nice tall wood all the way around, so if you're driving in and you hit it with the tire, you're not going to dent it up. It's got the nice LED lights in the back for tail lights and backup lights. With my regular size truck, I do not have extending mirrors, and it's actually, you can't really see all the way around it. You can see the fenders and everything, you just can't really see people as well, only when you're turning slightly. So I might be buying extended mirrors. And for the vents I was showing you, up here is where vents inside the trailer, and this is the vent on the outside right here. For the ramp here, it does have this little fold down piece which folds up. The doors are actually pretty light. They give you a handle right here to load it, and so you put it up. When you want to put these up, you got to leave the latch open, so it's the way it locks down. Then you just pull this. That latches in there like that, and then there's a hole for a lock. I lock mine all the time. But when you want to put these things down, you got to make sure you pull it up, pull it out. Make sure you latch it and then bring it down, so this part doesn't hang up on the ground. It does have these stoppers, nice license plate bracket with a light above it right there. I don't know if you can see it. And there's those rubber stoppers, so it protects the trailer when it's on the ground. So far it's been a pretty good trailer. They are kind of pricey, being all aluminum. But leave some comments and questions, maybe I can answer them for you. This is my Neo 22 foot, 7.5 foot wide review.